Welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is 3 Point Spanish King, aka Lucas, and today we're going to talk about the final ODI game between Australia and West Indies, and the last game of this tour. Once again, we'll struggle to make a 10-minute video. It's just been one of these series where it's been dominated by a bowling series, which is unexpected in the Caribbean. Usually you get high scores around 300, 350. Not to be this tour. We'll get straight right into it. West Indies. Very poor with the bat today. Only made 152. Completely ruined by Mitchell Starc. Josh Hazlewood came back into the team. He was fantastic. Starc got 3 for 43 off. 3 for 43 was a little bit expensive, almost going for 5 and over, but he did pick up 3 wickets. Josh Hazlewood was very good as usual. 2 for 18, bowled fantastic. Unfortunately for West Indies, very strange that their opener Lewis, 55 not out, hit 5 boundaries and 3 sixes, finished not out. So he can hold his head up high. Was the only West Indies player that showed resistance, was fantastic with the bat, good power hitting, good solid performance. Unfortunately, nobody went with him. Joseph showed some resistance with 15, Bravo 18, but just was not enough. Lewis did have no help whatsoever. West Indies, once again 6 for 56 at one point, and you're thinking, well, here we go again. Not gonna get it. Not gonna make 100. Mitchell Starc, Josh Hazlewood, all over them, and it was just a fantastic bowling display. However, Joseph did come in, Bravo did come in, managed to get the total to up to 150. Especially Lewis, like I said, 55 not out, 5 boundaries, 4s, and 3 sixes. Unfortunately, he couldn't get any help. If he could have got someone to at least hold the fort down, he could have made 70, 80, could have got that up to competitive total to 180 to 190. Wasn't to be. Fantastic display by the Australian bowlers. Australia came out to the field. Do not know why Moses Henriques is opening. That makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Not an opener. Never has been an opener. Maybe they're just trying to... He hasn't had the best season. The best series. He's been very poor. Was poor in the T20 matches. So maybe they decided to give him a shot at opening. Absolutely disastrous. I don't think he'll keep playing for Australia at this rate. Considering that his form has been in red ball cricket for the New South Wales and the Sheffield Shield. Don't know why he's playing in ODI series when he's not in form with the corresponding formats as he is in the Sheffield Shield. So Australia were 2 for 27. Maybe a little collapse could be on the cards, just like game 2. And you think, oh, here we go again. Not to be. Australia's lower order stepped up. Mitchell Marsh. Now, we mentioned Mitchell Marsh before. When he has to defend, he can't handle it. He's got no defence. But he came out when Australia was in a very good position. They only needed 152. Mitchell Marsh could play his attacking game, and he played his attacking game. He was fantastic. He had 29 off 21 balls. He had 1 boundary, 3 sixes. That's why Mitchell Marsh is good at T20 cricket, because he can learn to attack. And when he came in at this situation, down 2 for 27, Australia weren't really in trouble. 2 for 27. A lot of teams recover from 2 for 27. No issues there. But Mitchell Marsh played his game. He could afford to play his game at this low target. Fantastic, got Australia into position. There was a period of time where Australia went into a little bit of trouble. Matthew Wade stamped that completely out. It was fantastic. 51. He made 51 5 boundaries, 2 sixes, stared Australia home, and they did it very comfortably for 153 in the 30. I think it was the 30th over. 30th over. So they did it with 20 overs to spare, very comfortably, and Australia win this series, win this ODI series 2-1, because this was a deciding series. Man of the match was Ashton Agar. I think it could have. I think that's a little bit undeserved. I think you could have at least went with Josh Hazlewood, Mitchell Starc. Personally, I would have gave it to Matthew Wade. Really, when he came out to bat, he was fantastic and just guided Australia home. Could have made an argument for Lewis, but once again, I said this in game 1. Cannot give a guy that's 55 not out when their team makes 152. You just can't do that. I would have gave it to Wade or Mitchell Starc. Man of the series was Mitchell Starc. I can't agree with that. I can agree with that. I think he was fantastic with the ball this series. Found his form, was fantastic. No complaints. The batsmen from Australia didn't really do much. Probably individual scores here and there. Didn't do it like Matthew Wade. Didn't have a good game 1 or 2. Made a 15 game 3. Alex Carey didn't really do much. Had one good game, didn't do much. So I think it should have went to one of the bowlers. Mitchell Starc and Josh Hazlewood are the most consistent. Josh Hazlewood didn't actually play this series. Apart from this game. So Mitchell Starc was obviously the obvious choice. So that's the end of the Australian tour to West Indies now. Australia will go to Bangladesh. West Indies will play Pakistan. They haven't pulled the plug on that tour as of yet. They'll play ODI series format and T20, something I don't agree with. I think they could have put in a couple of test matches. I think they could have put in a couple of test matches in this series. So I think that's bad by the Australian Cricket Board for not introducing at least a once-off test. Pretty disappointing on that effort. So they'll go to Bangladesh. West Indies will play Pakistan. I think they've got an ODI series, and I think they play a couple of a test match. I think I may be wrong there. Let me know in the comments below. But yep. So I'll may or may not continue this series in the Bangladesh tour. Having said that, the Bangladesh time zone is more comfortable for me to do a review and to watch. However, not a lot of interest in that. It is Bangladesh, and I doubt Australia will take it. We'll use even probably a weaker side. So we'll wait and see. But Australia win this series 2-1. Man of the match was Mitchell Starc. Can't disagree with that. He was fantastic with the ball. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe down below. Anything you want to know, leave a comment and I'll get back to you best as I can. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll see you. May or may not see you in the Bangladesh, but I'll continue being across this channel, doing reviews and doing my daily show. So thank you for watching. Thank you. Goodbye.